Doo-doo-doo. I am not gonna be on here. Try to limit myself to 45 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes. I just had to jump on here about two things because it's getting crazy. Hello, Miss Trina. How you doing? How you doing? I know everybody else has like their channels, people on like on live and all that stuff. So but I just wanted to hop on here for two for two things. One, like I said, everybody knows my fight, which is the 40 acres and a mule property land theft situation that's happening with my family. And it's happening with. I mean, it happens it's eminent domain abuse all over the place. Like people always talk about the U.S. Constitution, and they have to always people want to amend the Second Amendment when it comes to gun laws and gun rights and certain guns that should be banned. It needs to be the same thing needs to happen with the eminent domain on the Fifth Amendment because it's getting out of control. And It's nuts. So yeah. So two things. Or well, before I start with that, everybody has been served. Everybody has been served in my First Amendment complaint. I posted earlier today. I personally went and told Mayor Brandon Johnson yesterday and Tony Preckwinkle in the Public Building Commission's board meeting that I have filed a lawsuit against the city. Tony Preckwinkle, Alderman Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez, Alderman Michelle Harris, Sergeant at Arms Alvin Starks, and Alderman David Moore for violating my First Amendment rights. And today I had to make sure Tony Preckwinkle got served yesterday, and the rest of them got served today. Now, I'm gonna talk about that on Sunday, though. I think that's my topic. I'm gonna talk about Sunday, but I just wanted to let y'all know that happened. Who's next for Famous Friday? William Hall, the clown preacher, Alderman Will Hall, 6th Ward. That'll be definitely on Friday. But anyway, let me get back to why I'm here. So, like I said, yesterday I saw a news article and it said this black family won't back down after court allows railroad to take their land. After a judge ruled that a railroad could take their land, landowners in Sparta, Georgia, are appealing the decision to the state's Supreme Court. Blaine and Diane Smith were hurt by unsurprised. So Blaine and Diane Smith were hurt but unsurprised when a Georgia Superior Court judge ruled last week that a railroad company could seize their land despite their refusal to sell. For nearly 2 years, they have been fighting to stop Sandersville Railroad Company, a 130-year-old white-owned business, from building a 4.5-mile rail spur through a historically black neighborhood in rural Sparta. The company initiated eminent domain, which is a process that allows the government to seize private property for public use. However, property owners must receive just compensation. The proposed spur will cut through parts of the property Blaine and his siblings inherited, which includes 600 acres acquired by his grandfather in the 1920s. Growing up, he farmed, fished, and hunted on the land. His family cultivated cotton, fruit, vegetables, and timber and raised pigs, chickens, and cows. Not only has it been used to feed generations, but to pay for some family members' education as well. Generational wealth. Currently, his brother Mark Smith and his wife Janet Page Smith live on the land. Sandersville Railroad wants 11 acres from Blaine and Diane's 3 parcels. The company also wants about 6 acres from his cousin Marvin Smith Jr. and his wife Patricia Smith, and about 2 acres from his nephew Ahmad Leigh, according to filings with the Georgia Public Service Commission. With a railroad just a few hundred feet away from their home, it would disrupt their peace and run through the middle of the land where Blaine plants trees. He's also worried about the potential damage to the property from hazardous products that he thinks will be transported on the tracks and people trespassing. Sandersville Railroad rebutted the statement, claiming no hazardous products will be shipped on the line. I mean, it ain't even talk about the hazardous products. Let's talk about the smoke and stuff coming from the train. We had to fight to keep this land. It's always somebody coming in trying to bamboozle you out of it, Blaine told Capital B. There's people trying to come hunt on it and trespass on it. It's going to be easier for them to do that if we put a railroad through the middle of it. You asked me what things bother me about it? I mean, everything bothers me about it. Despite those concerns, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Craig Schwell Sr., in a ruling on February 4th, upheld a previous decision by the Georgia Public Service Commission that the rail spur is necessary for Sandersville Railroad to conduct industries and that it serves a public purpose because it opens a channel of trade through East Middle Georgia. In a statement, a spokesperson of Sandersville Railroad said the company is pleased with the Superior Court judge's decision and said the spur is critical infrastructure that will open channels of trade for local businesses, reduce truck traffic, and serve the public with minimal impacts. They've also said they've committed to working with the community throughout the process. We understand some of the property owned by the Smith family is special to them, given their heritage, and we regret that they may have felt that our initial offers based on independent appraisals were not adequate, said Benjamin Tarbutton III, president of Sandersville Railroad. We would welcome the opportunity to re-engage in meaningful conversations about how both the landowners in Hancock County can benefit from the Hanser Spur. However, the landowners, which consist of black and white families, say they won't be discouraged from the ruling. The Institute of Justice, which represents them, is appealing the decision to the Georgia Supreme Court. We're going to fight till we can't fight anymore. Diane said, I don't want to leave any stone unturned. My grandmother used to say, no stone unturned. So you keep unturning and unturning. In 2023, Tarbutton made plans to construct the rail spur, the wood that would connect the Hanson Quarry rock mine owned by Heidelberg Materials to a main train line along the nearby highway. But the company needed portions of property from 18 owners along Shoals Road to make it happen. A spokesperson added that the request is for narrow strips of land and that are between 2 and 7% of the property owned by the various owners. A majority of the 18 landowners already have agreements. He touted the project could create 20 temporary construction jobs, a dozen permanent jobs, 12, averaging $90,000 a year in salary and benefits, and bring in over $1.5 million annually to Hancock County, where the median household income is nearly $34,000. Tarbutton said in the email, and if the proposal moves forward, local officials hope this could attract future businesses and improve economic growth. However, black landowners have consistently expressed concerns that the railroad could damage their homes, cause noise pollution, and result in the loss of land that has been passed down through generations. Tarbutton moved forward and petitioned the state's Public Service Commission to condemn the land from the property owners using eminent domain. The company contends they will build additional berms on both sides of the track to reduce any noise from the train and the quarry. They also said the train will only run once a day at less than 20 miles per hour to reduce traffic. Residents told Capital B they remain skeptical of such claims. Last fall, the Public Service Commission unanimously approved the proposed rail spur during an 11-minute meeting. 11 minutes it just takes to just take your whole generational wealth, falling in line with a hearing officer decision in April. The Institute of Justice appealed the decision, arguing the rail line does not constitute a legitimate public use. Swell, the Superior Court judge, concurred with the commission's order last week, but halted construction while appeals proceeded. Bill Maurier, senior attorney for the Institute for Justice, said he committed to proving the railroad's desire to build a new line entirely for the benefit of a handful of private companies is not a public use under the U.S. and Georgia Constitution and Georgia's eminent domain laws. We look forward to the Georgia Supreme Court's review, and we are thankful that our clients will not have to deal with Sandersville building tracks on our clients' property until the higher courts weigh in. Diane Smith says she's hopeful the law will prevail. Is it against the law to protect what you have? She questioned. We want to build generational wealth for our children, but not off the backs of someone else. For Blaine, the court's decision galvanized us to fight harder, despite people demonizing them for protecting their property. I understand how you feel, Mr. Blaine. Every time you hear an eminent domain case, it's them against us, and we're the bad guys because we're trying to hold on to what we have. Leave us alone. He said, let's make this clear. They are looking to get our land to make money for them. If we win and they don't, there's no compensation for us. There's nothing in it for us other than our peace of mind, and that's what we want. Now, that is the problem. In my fights, since I've been fighting this, now my mother's been fighting this since 2017. Since I've gotten to this fight of February of 2023, when I had to officially move back. Well, I had to move back here in April 2023, when I officially had to move back here. And then, going downtown and fighting and doing my own research and just seeing the pattern and finding a loophole and just looking to see and just looking at everything. And I'm saying, like, wow, they literally have made sure that we, Black America, will never have generational wealth in America. It's just not, and it's not about, I don't want to hear, oh, no, the reason why we ain't got generational wealth is because, see, we're not calling each other, we're not calling ourselves a certain thing. So we're supposed to call each other. No, that don't have nothing to do with it. Why are you violating the U.S. Constitution? Why are you abusing the U.S. Constitution when it comes to eminent domain? It's the same thing like the Second Amendment. They say there's people saying that people are abusing the Second Amendment when it comes to them gun laws. It's the same exact thing when it comes to eminent domain. They legit are, these private companies and stuff are working stuff out with these corrupt ass judges and this corrupt system, and they are getting paid. And they're going to continue to get paid if we don't be out here, if we do not continue to fight. It is a problem. It's a serious problem out here. Like, people want to argue about Trump. People want to argue about DEI. People want to argue about this. Like, we don't have generational wealth out here. Like, it's 60 years in our community. For the last 60 years, we have had nothing. Anything that we have, they come bother us. They've been doing this for the longest. Tulsa is the prime example right now. Tulsa is the prime example right now. Why have they yet paid them 2 survivors? They have all. I mean, the government has had to finally admit, it's old to them, and they're still in Supreme Court right now in Oklahoma, appealing, trying to see if they're gonna get their reparations for what happened in 1919. Like, I mean, what else? Like, what do you need to what do you need to see? What is it not clicking? Like I said yesterday, 40 acres and a mule is bigger than the music. The government has always had a problem with Black America building generational wealth, and it's not clicking for a lot of people. This is bigger than Plan Bs. This is bigger than abortions. You know, we don't have a single Black representative in government truly fighting for us, not just for a seat at the table, but for our rightful ownership of the land, resources, and wealth we're owed. We have nobody, not one person in government that's Black that's representing us when it comes to our properties being taken. It's not clicking. Where is Benjamin Coon Crump? Where are you at, Crump? Where is Reverend Al No Good Sharpton? Where are you at? Jesse Jackson in your wheelchair. Where are you at? Jesse Jackson Jr., while you're out here crying about your not getting pardoned, where are you at? Where are these people at? Jasmine Crockett, why have you and your wig not made an appearance down at Sparta, Georgia? Where are y'all at? Where are you people at? Where? AOC, ally. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Maxine Waters. Where are y'all at? Where y'all at? They're stealing Black people's property and land in the name of eminent domain, in the name of affordable housing, in the name of whatever they want. They just want it. If they want it, why do y'all continue to come bother us? Black America be in their own lane. Y'all don't understand how irritating this is, because a lot of people that are my age or a little bit older or younger think that they're homeowners. You're not homeowners if you still have a mortgage, okay? You're leasing your home, okay? This is what they do. They wait until you get a certain age, or as you say them, that's been in their family since 1920s. The building, my godfather building, been in his family since 1966. You understand what I'm saying? They wait until they get a certain age, and then they take it after it's paid off. So while y'all thinking that it can't happen to you, it can. Okay? This is not nationality is everything with human rights and status and land having own rights because Black is not. Shut up with that. Y'all have to really find another excuse. I'm tired of the reason why we're not getting nothing because they don't respect Black. They don't know Freedman and all. I don't want to hear that. Like, fine, like y'all, that's the problem with y'all. White is not nothing and they're getting everything. I'm tired. Like, y'all need to find another excuse. Black America is a thing. Foundation, like I said, you call yourself whatever, ADOS, call yourself Foundational Black American, call yourself Freedman, because that's what I consider myself, because in the U.S. Constitution, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that. They breaking the law. Regardless of black, green, purple, orange, whatever, they're breaking the law. I'm tired of you got to be called a Moor. The reason why we not be respected because we got to be called a Moor. Moors, y'all haven't figured it out either. Nobody has figured it out. I figured it out, though. And it doesn't have to do with me being called Black. They're stealing people's property. They're stealing seniors' property. Because people, they've been doing this for a very long time. We don't have no civil rights attorneys. We don't have anybody we don't have any black representation in office, in Congress, in Senate, nowhere. We have sellouts. We have coon puppets. We have puppets. We have sellouts. We have people that take oaths and say, I promise not to help niggas. When I get in office, I'm not going to help not one nigga. This is what we have. These are what we're dealing with. We're dealing with coonism. We're dealing with sellouts. We're dealing with gatekeepers. We're dealing with devils who are the same skin color as us, but they ain't down for us. That is the problem. We don't have nobody that got our back. We don't got these people are straight criminals. But they don't care about policy. They don't care about the U.S. Constitution. They don't care about we the people. They don't care about human decency. They don't care about seniors. They don't care about kids. They don't care about themselves. If they cared about themselves, then they would care about other people. That's what we're dealing with. I don't want to hear about the color anymore. Okay? If that was the case, y'all would have figured it out a long time ago, and y'all have not. So that's not it. They're violating laws, the laws that they put in place. Okay? I don't want to hear it's not designed for us. No, we have straight gatekeepers in office that are doing this. They are the gates. They are the gate, and they're not helping us because they don't want to see nobody. You know them people. You know them people that they want to see you do good, but not better than them. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with this. We're dealing with these people. They got 3 and 4 homes. These public servants, they have 3 and 4 homes that's making $160,000 and $172,000 a year, but their net worth is $34 and $56 million. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people who just have given up. Okay? That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people who will sit right here and type all day, think they know everything, but won't go out to a meeting. Won't do any of that. They've been robbing us. I ain't going. Okay? And I'm black as hell. I'm not going. And I'm not going to go in there and say, well, here, this is why I need my thing back because, because when I was reading, they said I had to be called indigenous. So here, can I get my stuff back now? Okay, now let's figure out what I'm supposed to be called now. Okay, right. I identify as a Moor now. Can I have my stuff back? Like, no, like y'all, like I know we're not this slow. Like I know we're not this slow. I know we aren't. So I just need y'all to like get some critical thinking skills, some common sense, and some we ain't going. Get some Malcolm X in you. I don't know what you need to do to get you involved and hyped. I don't know if you guys listen. Like sometimes I listen to 21 Savage. Sometimes when you listen to 21 Savage, then go watch New Jack City, and then go turn some Malcolm X on. Then end it with some Claude Anderson because you need that economic. Because that's the problem. We're missing the economic part. I don't know if y'all need to go and listen to Dr. Claude Anderson every night before y'all go to bed. But maybe that's what y'all need to do. But maybe y'all need to go listen to some Dr. Claude Anderson, then go back and watch Paid in Full, or go talk to your favorite uncle and your favorite uncle that did about 30-40 years in the penitentiary, and he was making big money out here, helping the community out as much as possible, but the 94 crime bill caught him, put him in there. Like, I don't know what you have to do. But I don't want to hear it. Don't have nothing to do with black. Okay, that's why they taking our property. I don't want to hear that. No, they take it. I mean, that because the word black. No, they taking our properties because the word black. No. Like I mean, what part? Like no. Like come on. Like y'all. Like are y'all real? Like are you like honestly? Are you accepting the fact that your family worked hard They worked hard, put in everything to get you whatever you need. Whatever your first rental property, your first home, or like them, they first land. You think you can go to Mr. Blaine and Diane and say, well, the reason why they're taking your land, ma'am, is in the eminent domain in your land, ma'am, is because you're black. You see, because using the word black. How you think Mr. Blaine going? Mr. Blaine, he probably gonna fight you. He probably gonna swing on you, and his wife probably gonna swing on you too. And the cousins and the aunts. Like, come on, no. They stealing our property because they don't want us to have generational wealth. That's just what it is. And they have learned how to do this with the eminent domain abuse. The Fifth Amendment, they're abusing the eminent domain, like how they are how they taking it too far with the Second Amendment when it comes to them guns. Now, you're not going to get a. Now, people say all the time, like, do you agree with the Second Amendment? Absolutely. Now, is it now? Do you think is it like should it be some levels to it? Yeah, but yeah, the Second Amendment, we have the right to the Second Amendment. We have the right to bear arms. We also have the right to keep our property. So I don't understand that part. Like, I get confused when people try to come to me and say that this is why we don't have nothing. It's because of the word black. No, we don't have nothing because we don't have nobody that's standing up for us. Do you see in the reason why everybody had to really vote for Trump? Because you have people out here identifying as butterflies, identifying as whatever they wanted. Get mad at you if I'm a they them. I'm a they them. I mean, getting mad if you identify. I mean, it was a legit fight over pronouns for the last 6 years, and you worried about black? Y'all just let, and this is why it's going viral right now. It's going to probably ever go viral. Y'all let Caitlyn Jenner be Woman of the Year. Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, y'all let be racist Caitlyn Jenner and racist Bruce Jenner. Y'all let that person be Woman of the Year. And you coming to me about what we supposed to be called, and it's not just you. It's not you. It's not you. I'm just saying that in general, like, no, this is unlawful. This is unlawful. This is wrong. This is abuse. This is legit traumatic abuse that our people have been suffering since we have been brought over here. Okay? That is the problem. That is the issue. That's it. This is like, I mean, when I say this simple, this is so simple. Like, it's like mathematics. It's like 1 + 1, 2 + 2, 3 + 3. Y'all are making this more complicated than what it is. That's why I choose to leave y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna reason. I'm not gonna sit there and reason with y'all. I talked to a good friend that I've known over 10 years. I stopped being her friend this week. Girl, I'm not going to 2025 and you got a democratic mindset. Your brain, you still over here. Like, no, you slow at this point. You slow, and I can't be associated with slowness, because there's no way in the world that you're gonna sit here and be one-sided, especially when you know I'm out here fighting the establishment. I don't want you nowhere near me, because clearly you are walking brain dead. So until you get your brain back to where it needs to be, we ain't got nothing to talk about. And that's just real. And I feel like that with everybody. It's not that hard. If black people would have been down there with me and Miss Jessica when we first started in them chambers, like 3, 4, like maybe the first month, maybe 2 months, just say 2 months, with packed in there, 100 black people packed in them chambers, we would have been all right. But we can't even get that. to tell me how to fight my fight. I know how to fight my fight. It's real easy. It's real easy, and I know how to read. I know how to study. I know how to file lawsuits, and that's what I did. File lawsuits. Now, and I'm going to continue to file lawsuits. And I advise y'all to file lawsuits too. And if you need some help filing lawsuits, it's real easy. All you got to do is go to the federal building. You can go to Pacer. You can open an online for pacer.com or pacer.gov, I think, or it's Pacer. Or you can ask me for a sample of my lawsuit, and you can follow my lawsuit and put your stuff in there and sign it. It's really not this hard. It's really, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. We're lazy. We're lazy, and we have gotten so lazy that y'all keep depending on the government that's going to take care of you, that does not care about you at all. That's why they got us arguing with each other about what we supposed to be called when we get our when they take a land. What we supposed to be called? Well, I won't be called more. Okay, well, I'm gonna be called, because they said no. It don't got nothing to do with that. It don't got nothing to do with that at all. So that ain't me. That, like, whatever you are, be that. I acknowledge it. I accept it. Whatever. But when they come over here, don't tell me what I need to be called, because I know what I'm called. I know my mother named me. My mother named me Zoe. Okay, she made me Zoe. I also know that my mother has sued. I get this from my mother. My knowledge, everything. My mother sued 9X. I'm from New York. 9X was the phone company down there when I was young, because they was turning off phones for and was it black neighborhoods, Mom? They turning off phones just in black neighborhoods. My mom, yeah, I know how this works. Yeah. Yeah. So Leighzoe, LEIGHZOE23 @gmail.com. Yes, I will send you one. It's not real hard. I think people are intimidated by them looking at something and be like, it's dear your honor. Because you're pro se. You got to understand, you're pro se. So you don't have your law degree. You understand? It's dear your honor. You understand? But you don't have to be dear your honor. But that's how I used to start out. When I first was suing, I didn't know how to do this. You understand? My mother just be like, I'd be like, Mom, they did this, or this don't sound right. My mother said, oh, take them to court. Well, how do I do that? My mother told me, oh, well, you find out who's the head of the company. You know, once you find out who the head of the company. My mother used to say you write a demand letter first. You write the demand letter. Now they got 21 days to respond back. They don't respond back in 21 days. You file a lawsuit. Once you file a lawsuit, you attach all your evidence plus that demand letter. Like I sent a demand letter to them. They ignored it. I promise you, the day that you're supposed to go in court, even if they send you, because some of them will send you a motion to dismiss, you can respond to them, and it always dumb stuff like it's in the wrong jurisdiction, or my client doesn't believe that they violate anything, even though all the evidence is right there. So you respond back to it, and it's like, well, according to Exhibit B, yes, you did, and I would like a jury trial, and that's just that. I would like to move forward with discovery. I promise you, and a date. When the courts give you a date, the day, maybe the week before that date, they're gonna call you. They're going to call you, and they're going to offer you something, because you know how much money there's going to take for them to litigate that little small thing, that little small case. They just be wanting to call your bluff, but you call their bluff. That's how this works. And I promise you, you can do this all the time. You don't have to be injured physically. We're all emotionally messed up. That's why we can't move as a unit, because clearly we are mentally over there somewhere. Okay, we always think somebody out to come get us and all that. Ain't nobody trying to do none of that. None of that at all. Okay, we are one big dysfunctional family, and I love us all, because at the end of the day, if we ain't gonna love each other, then what's the point? Okay, that's how much I ride for us. I love us. I care for us. I don't care about none of that. People call me whatever they want. I don't care about any of that because I know that the system has got us messed up like this and got us scared to attack. They're attacking us all the time. Why are we not attacking them back? Like, I'm not scared of nothing. Okay, take me. So what you gonna do? Take me to jail for speaking out? Taking me to jail for calling out the injustices? Taking me to jail because I'm out here battling a whole bunch of criminals because that's all they are in there on both sides. Criminals. We're watching it right now. All this money being laundered in our face. In our face. Democratic Party they don't even know what to say. Keep talking about stuff. Elon Musk, he's wrong for being in that Oval Office with his son on his neck and all that stuff. My mother used to bring me to all her business meetings back in the day. That's how I know a lot of things. I don't have nothing to, yes, I'm bring my children too. Bring my children to all my business meetings. I want them to know, see, this is you. This you too can be right here. You too can be right here if you apply yourself. Yeah, you got to teach them early. That's the problem with us. We don't teach our children nothing early. And then on top of that, in our schools, they also aren't teaching them anything. So they're not teaching anything. They took out everything out of these schools. So they don't know much. And they're doing this on purpose to the point that they're taking sports out. They're taking sports out of schools. They don't even want us to do sports no more. You already know track, field, basketball, all that. That was us getting out. That was one of our ways to get out the hood as well. But they made it that way, and we have again no representation to help, to talk about it, and then these parents don't get involved either. But the parents really don't get involved because they got to work 3 and 4 jobs because they got it like this. So I don't want to hear about what we need to be called. No. Learn the law, fight. That's it. Simple. Now, before I get off of this, let's get into, because this is why I really wanted to go in, because I forgot about this. Today, House Dems introduced reparations legislation. We refuse to be silent. Okay? Progressive Representative Ayanna Pressley says reparations are a necessary step in achieving justice. Here they go again. What they do every time they know the Democrats are done or people are losing faith in the Democrats, here come AIPAC and them saying, look now, bring out that reparation bill again. Go dangle it on them niggas. Go make them happy now. Go bring that reparation bill out. Now, House Democrats on Wednesday reintroduced legislation that aims to find ways. I want you to listen. Aims to find ways to deliver reparations to Black Americans. At least they saying Black Americans this time, because it used to be African Americans. So at least they got, thank you, Trump, for fixing that for National Black History Month, and you put the Black Americans. Okay, so again, going back to the whole situation with the Black American thing. Okay, if they get, I need y'all to get it. All right, reparations to Black Americans who are descendant of slaves. Ayanna Pressley, Democrat, Massachusetts, is co-leading the reintroduction of the HR 40, or the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for, here we go, did they mess it up, for African Americans Act, to Congress with who else? Senator Cory Booker. Pressley, a progressive member of the squad has about 2 members left, said during a news conference that reparations are a necessary step in achieving justice. We are in an amount of anti-blackness on steroids, and we refuse to be silent. Let me say this one more time. We are in a moment of anti-blackness on steroids, and we refuse to be silent. Girl, you have been silent for a very long time when it comes to Black Americans. Now, you was out there for the Palestinians. Y'all were out there. That's why Cori Bush and Jamal Bowman is no longer part of the squad. That's why they got voted out, because they cared more about Palestinians than Negroes right here in America. Okay, and this is the same bill that y'all know they had HR. I think there's, and maybe you should have went to that one. HR 414. I think that's what Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush was trying to do, and that was actually trying to give out the payments. Anyway, Presley, a progressive member, progressive member squad, said during news conference the reparations are a necessary steps in achieving justice. We are in a moment of anti-blackness on steroids and refuse to be silent. We will not back down in our pursuit of racial justice. Girl, the bill aims to create a federal commission charged with investigating the enduring impacts of slavery and its aftermath, along with developing concrete proposals for reparations. Here we go. African Americans who are descendants of slaves, Presley said. Reparations can take different forms, but broadly refer to payments or other forms to the descendants of Black individuals affected by slavery or past racist policies. Democratic politicians in blue states, including California, in recent years, and you already saw what happened last year with California, so I don't even know why they even used that was Fox News did that on purpose. I see what y'all doing, Fox. Including California, in recent years, have floated reparations as a way to atone for what proponents describe as a legacy of racist policies that created disparities for Black people in housing, education, and health. Democrats on the Hill and in California have pushed. Now, you already saw what happened in California last year, but we're going to keep it. Have pushed. Where's Friday? Friday Jones. Democrats on the Hill and in California have pushed for passage of reparations. Tara, where are you at? Reparations legislation with other cities and states proposing ideas for reparations. In August, however, a pair of reparations-related bills for the descendants of enslaved Black Americans failed to pass in the California legislature after backers said the bills would not move forward and were at risk of being vetoed by none other than Governor Gavin Newsom. Booker's office released a statement last month on the bill's reintroduction with 17 Democratic senators that are co-sponsoring. We have a nation have not yet truly acknowledged and grappled with the ways slavery, racism, and white supremacy continue to disadvantage, here we go with that word, African Americans. Booker said in a statement, commissioning a study to better understand where our country has fallen short, You don't know, you need a study you need a study to better understand where our country has fallen short. Booker, really? Will help lawmakers better address the racial disparities and inequalities that persist today as a result of generational injustices. Now, Sheila Jackson, who passed away last year, she tried to redo this last year. On January 2023, she did. And the bill was originally introduced in 1989. I was 4 years old. By John Conyers. All right. Let's see how I want to. So I don't want, because because I'm tired of these people. You understand? The Democratic Party is done. Okay, so they might as well just go ahead and just let it. It's just let it go. You understand? But there was no aim to find ways when they found $400 billion for illegal immigration. In fact, they didn't even have to introduce legislation. Just like the billions sent to foreign countries for ridiculous projects, according to USAID. Y'all spent money on Sesame Street in Serbia. The Democrats always start talking about reparations when they know Black Americans are done. And this time, we're finished, okay? Y'all spent all that money or stole all that money or whatever y'all wanted to call it on them illegal immigrants. Y'all opened up that border. Y'all brought all these people here. Y'all handed them checks. Y'all pushed them in our neighborhood. Y'all did mass illegal evictions. Y'all displaced people. Y'all did all this stuff. And y'all have yet to even apologize for that. Are you insane? What other study do you need? You better call up Dr. Claude Anderson and William Darity. Okay? They have everything that you need. I'll set up the commission right now. Call me, Trump. I don't even want to work with y'all. President Trump called me. I'll set up the commission. And at the end of the day, we already know how much money was we are supposed to be getting. Okay, this is our country. Okay, we built this. Okay, this is our culture that y'all are making so much money off of. Y'all are taking our land that we're fighting every day for, including myself in Chicago, Illinois, for my godfather and my mom. You have the nerve to try to come out with this on Wednesday like you are about to, we're going to do it this time. We're going to champion it this time. Get out of here. No, we want the migrant package. We want the migrant package to continue indefinitely for the next 60 years. That's what we want. We want our money for our infrastructure, and we want people to go to jail that's been stealing the money that's supposed to be going to our communities. That's what we want. We want you to free Larry Hoover, free Jeff Ford, free Asada. That's what we want. We want to free everybody that's supposed to be free out here. That's what we want. Aisha, Cory Booker. That's what we want. Okay? I don't want to hear none of this stuff no more. Okay? I don't want to hear that. Get out of office. You are one. You next. Up. Get her out of there, Massachusetts. Get her out of there and get Cory Booker out of there. They are clowns, certified clowns. Okay, I don't want to hear about none of that. Y'all know how much money. Call up Dr. Claude. Call up William Darity, Mama Doris, Jessica. Call up the people. Okay, I don't want to hear none of that. Tara, Friday Jones, we got people now. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear about another reparation committee. I don't want to hear about none of it. None of it at all. Democrats, y'all are done. Y'all should have been figured this out. Okay? Y'all should have been figured this out. But no, y'all tried to play us. Y'all tried to do all this stuff. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear any of that. Out here walking around. No, your head cold as hell. Your head cold as hell. Aisha Presley out here walking around here talking about some. Yeah, because it's time now. It's time now. It's time after y'all lost. Y'all embarrassingly lost. Y'all lost like Trump beat y'all so bad, like a landslide. Now it's time. The time is now. It's always the time but this time y'all got slaughtered. I mean, slaughtered. I mean, beat so bad. Beat so bad. No. We need to organize. We need to get these people up out of office. Thank you, R. Heath, for the donation. I appreciate it. And I think somebody cashed at me. Thank you very much. Appreciate that as well. Yes. But you crazy as I do not know what. No. So Cory Booker and Aisha, no. Put your heads back together and figure out something else. Okay. Rub on his head, you rub on her head, and y'all figure something out. But that's not it. Okay, you're not reintroducing anything. We want the migrant package. We want the package that did not go through Congress. It didn't go through anything. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how y'all have $400 billion. I don't the 30,000 Ukrainians that Mayor Brandon Johnson loves to say, the 30,000 Ukrainians. See, 30,000 Ukrainians came here. Nobody didn't say anything. Yeah, well, we want that package too. That one, the package. I want that one too. That was a smooth transaction package. We want the smooth transaction migrant package. That one right there, and then we want the package where y'all just said F it. The $400 billion. Biden and Kamala said open up the border. Anybody can come. You 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 can come. Yes, move them people out their house. Yes, they've been there for 30 years. Who cares? Bring the Venezuelans in here. Yes, that's what we want. We want that same energy. We don't need y'all to reintroduce nothing, because clearly anything that y'all reintroduce in legislation, Black Democrats, it don't make it. Like, we don't have nothing. We have no legislation at all. That we have no legislation thanks to y'all being in there. So I don't want to hear that, okay? I'm not even mad at the whole Lake and Riley Act. I think that was a great thing. But you see how fast that was? You see how fast that was? Why Biden didn't do the George Floyd Act like that? They automatically tell us exactly how they feel. They think we literally are slow. They think we as idiots. And then you got people who are uppity idiots who believe that, and groupies of the Democratic Party that believe that, no, they can't do us no man. They can't do no wrong. It's the Republicans. It's the Republicans. No. This black on black crime, this economic black on black crime, this is scamming. These black Democrats are scam. These are the real scammers. These black Democrats in positions to take care of our communities and make sure we good, they scamming. That's what it is. Okay? So no. Y'all gonna have that's done. Y'all need to ignore it. You need to write y'all state reps, write y'all senators, write Aisha Presley and tell her, no, Ayanna, whatever her name is, no, we want the migrant package. We want to know that 40 billion, that 400 billion, that's what we want. Okay, look at it. Just looking crazy. You came in there like that today. Yeah. So no, you and that lipstick and them, yeah, go back to the drawing board and figure it out, because that's not it. Okay, they stealing property, they stealing money, they stealing land. We're not getting proper health care. They don't care about the seniors. They don't care about our children. And you worried about this last week? Last week, y'all was out there fighting for the 14th Amendment for the illegals. Y'all was all out there fighting for the league. We will stand with them and The 14th Amendment, y'all was going hard for the 14th Amendment for them. They haven't even brought up the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment in this reintroduction of the reparations. The reintroduction of the reparations. Nah. So we already know what it is. We know how we want to handle this. And that's just it. Now, I'm done. Sorry for my rants. I was pissed when I saw that, because you're not going to continue to play with us. And this is a whole new set of Negroes, entrepreneurial Negroes, okay? And we ain't going. All right. Thank y'all. I will see y'all online. Follow me on X. Peace.